Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here with another hair review. I'm going to be reviewing some Indian loose wave that I received from Gem Beauty. This is an Aliexpress vendor. They did send me a 20-inch closure with a 20-inch bundle, 22, 24, and a 26-inch bundle. Now it comes in the pink zip restorable bag. You guys know I love this bag because I can put back the hair that I didn't use or put the wig that I made into this bag. Now they are labeled with the numbers of each length on each bundle, so you know which one you're using. Now when you open these up, they do have the lunch lady net on them to just keep their form. They're super bouncy and just gorgeous. I mean, look at this curl. Like, it is just so pretty. I am ashamed to even have to pull it out. The wefts are really nice and clean and thick, so I really like that. The ends on the first two bundles are really nice. Once you start getting into the 24 and 26, we'll talk about that a little bit more later. The frontal is a 20-inch frontal, or actually it's a closure, I'm sorry. It's a 20-inch closure. It does come in this knit. This closure is actually really big compared to some other closures. I will leave a clip in a little bit of the actual closure next to another closure, and this one is pretty large in size. The curl pattern is gorgeous as well, and the ends on this one, I mean, they're okay, but towards the tip, it was a little bit straggly. The lace on this, the color was a little different. I'll talk about that a little bit more later as well. But the knots on this lace closure did lift so beautifully, and the density was really nice. The only other problem I had with it was the hairline, and like I said, I'll get into more of that a little bit later. But overall, this closure is a really nice closure. So I just bleached the knots with some Blondor bleach, some Colestin 10 volume, and I left it on for about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and they came out, or it came out so gorgeous. Now the bundles match perfectly. I love it. I really love the gift that they sent along. It was like brilliant. They sent a travel size case with some makeup brushes inside. You can use these makeup brushes to conceal your part or the entire closure with some powder if you didn't want to bleach the lace frontal. The spoolie is good for laying the baby hairs down, and some of the smaller ones are good for adding concealer in the part. Brilliant, love this, and we'll definitely be using it. It's pink, it's travel size. Like, who doesn't like pink and travel size? I love it. It came in about 3 to 5 days, so I would say for me, I live in California. I received my package about the 3rd day. This did come with a tracking number so that you're able to track the package to see when it's arriving and everything like that. So I'm really happy about that, because some of those companies, they send you a tracking number and the tracking number doesn't even really work, or you track it for days in and days out and it doesn't work, and then finally the day that you're going to receive it, it's telling you it's at the door, and it's like, yeah. And I really like how it moves, how it flows, how it bounces, all that boom. I'm just like, it's just gorgeous. I love it. The length is really gorgeous. Like, look at those curls, they're just super nice. The only thing is that, like I said, it gets really poofy towards the end, and I feel like that's because they're a little bit dry. I did use all bundles. The funny thing about it was this hair, it's pretty and all, but it was actually not enough hair. I did have to contact the company again and let them know that I was missing like a piece of the front, like the piece of the front part here to complete my unit. So I'm not really sure what's up with that, because I usually can complete it with 3, but it didn't work. This hair is really nice. The luster on this hair is a really natural luster, and it holds the curl beautifully. This is still the curl that it came in straight out of the package. The frontal, I did have to curl it just a little bit. I would say the tangling is very, very minimal considering that this is a loose wavy and it does have like a lot of natural curl. Now, I have not co-washed the bundles. I have co-washed the frontal or the closure, and the curl did not come back to this. It was very like a loose wave, which it's a loose wave, so I mean you can't expect it to be as tight as this. You can always go back and curl it with a wand or a curling iron or whatever you'd like, and it looks really nice. I curl the top here and I think it looks really pretty. Now, as far as the closure goes, the closure is like very, very, very blunt. So you do have to do some work or customize this to your liking unless you like that like blunt look. I personally don't. I'm really thin here in my edges, like in the corners. So I did thin them out a little bit just so it can look a little bit more like my own natural hairline.
I am out of breath.
Now, as for shedding, this thing does shed quite a bit. I can't necessarily tell you that it's just coming from the hair itself. Like, I did do a lot of work to the frontal, but it's coming out of the bundle, so I know for sure that's not me because I didn't go, like I didn't sew through the wefts or anything like that. The wefts on this, speaking of that, were very neat, and I didn't have any problems with those, so I was really happy because sometimes I get those wefts where they're like really bushy and they stick up and it just makes this part stick up too much, or they have a lot of flyaways, which the frontal did have a lot of flyaways. If you can see that, I still can't get that little one to sit down, and I've sprayed it with hairspray like a bunch of times. I'm gonna have to probably put gel. So I've been doing this for a few seconds as I've been talking to you, and this is all the hair I have got out of my hair, and I'm just pulling from like, let's see, yeah. So I mean, that's a lot of hair. And this is from the bundles. I haven't done anything to the bundles. I didn't sew through the bundles. I didn't cut the wefts on the bundles when I sewed. I did the fold over method when I sewed this. So I'm not really sure what's up with the whole shedding situation on this unit or on these bundles. But I mean, if it was just the frontal, I would say that I wasn't sure if it was me, but I know it's not me because the bundles are doing it too. Now, it felt pretty nice and soft, and again, I did go ahead and pluck the frontal because yeah, it really needed it. It was just so blunt, like a straight line. Also, this does not come with baby hairs at all. So you're gonna have to go in and cut some baby hairs on your own. So about the lace on this unit was definitely going to need to be tinted, just because for if you're my complexion or darker, this is gonna be really too light. And to be honest with you, if you were even like a lighter complexion than me, this lace was still not about to work for you, just because the color was like not human. Other than the slight complications, which frontals and closures, those are hard to get right just because that's like a personal thing. Like, everybody doesn't have the same hairline, so every frontal that you get from every company may not be suitable for your hairline, and you're gonna have to do some work to it. That's to be expected. I mean, I don't have the same hairline as Mary Sue, Joe, and Jill. So, I mean, Mary Sue, Joe, and Jill are not going to be able to wear the same unit on me. I can put this on somebody else and it can look bald-headed just because they're thicker in the hairline. I have a friend, she has a pretty blunt, straight hairline, and it looks natural on her just because that is how I've always seen her. For me, it looks weird when you see so thick here when naturally I'm really light in the perimeter of my hairline. Now, that's the thing I try to explain to people is you guys think that sometimes it looks wiggish, but that's because you need to do some work to it to customize it to make it your own. Now, it takes a little bit of work. There's a lot of videos out there. I can link a few up here that are going to be of some help. But it takes a lot of time. Like, some people think it's gonna be fast, throw this wig on my head and go. Sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it's like frustrating and it just doesn't want to do what you want it to do. But you know, eventually you'll get it. Practice makes perfect, so just keep trying if you are getting discouraged. Guys, despite the cons that I did list in this video, I do really like this hair. It really is gorgeous, and for the price, it is reasonable. Now, I do hope the shedding stops. I will have an update on this video in about a month or so, just to let you guys know how it lasted me. Before you guys go, I do want to share with you the lengths and how they actually fall on me. I am 5'4", and the longest length I do have is in a 26-inch. Do keep in mind it's not completely straight. It is in a curl pattern, so it's going to be a lot shorter than your actual straight hair. But everything you guys need to know will be in the description box below. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. I do want to thank Gem Beauty for sending me this hair to review for you guys. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.